Who you think he's going to?
It
doesn't matter because he's off the Cowboys and it's great.
And hopefully he goes to the Texans. We'll see.
Anyways, I'm Tierra and Billiot, joined with Ian and Criss, and this is LUTV Sports Extra. You ready to talk some football, basketball? We got a little bit of everything today.
Hey, let's hit all of them.
In a recent episode of Arians Foster podcast, Now What? He spoke with Houston Texans Ring of Honor wide receiver Andre Johnson. Dre had a few words to say about owner Bob McNair's comments referring to players as inmates running the prison. Here's a clip from the interview.
At the end of the day, you don't make
This
the money
12 seconds.
if we don't run it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so if you take some people off the street and put them in there, nobody's coming to watch that.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think about those comments?
I mean, he is one of the same owners that, said that he didn't have to apologize for what he said. I feel like it is sad that we are in a time where comments like those are being made, and he is the owner of a whole franchise that has to pay these players for their performances that they put on for millions amongst millions when they get on the television. So I feel like, this is a rough one.
I think he needs to be quiet. I mean, 'cause it's not the first time that he's said. I just don't like the fact that he apologized and now he just came back months after and he says, okay, I take back the apology. I didn't mean it. I regret my apology. There's something wrong with that. For one, the whole phrase was wrong from the beginning because the phrase is inmates running the asylum, not inmates running the prison. So from the beginning, the whole statement was just wrong. So him doing that, him defending the Panthers owner about the sexual misconduct, he says he approved, or not he approved, but he was by his side, he backed him up. Something's just wrong with this Houston owner. Not for bad, because, we're close to Houston, but no, something's wrong with Mr. Bob.
Yes, he says that, he was getting to that the owners and other owners in the NFL were saying that he was exerting too much power to the players and he wasn't taking control of the team. So I feel like maybe this is something that he just really feels like it's money and it's not really about the sport.
Do you think players are now going to be kind of like pushed off, the free agents, of going to the Texans?
No, I mean, it's still a business. It's still their job. They still have to go to work. They still have to go to work, yes. So I feel like, sadly they have to somewhat be more toned down, but they still have to be in it if they want the check, and he knows that.
But he's saying inmates running the prison, they make the money. So without them, he'll be nothing.
Yeah, facts.
Well, NBA, Rookie of the Year.
Let's get it going. Let's get it going.
Time. Well, the battle between Rookie of the Year, it's on. And it's a battle between Utah Jazz's Donovan Mitchell and Philadelphia 76ers' Ben Simmons. Mitchell is the better scorer, averaging 4.7 more points per game, but Simmons is a better facilitator, averaging 4.5 assists. Ian, who will be Rookie of the Year?
Well, I like Donovan Mitchell's hoodie that he wore with the rookie definition. I like that. That's a little sticky to him, keep the name in their mouth. And, for Ben Simmons, I feel like, he came in the 2016 season with a broken foot. You're not a rookie, son.
But I understand
this is. I understand, but you're not a rookie, son. You got to sit on. You got to sit on the bench and watch NBA games get played in front of your face. You got that experience from NBA players who knew what the NBA takes. So I feel like, he shouldn't even be in the whole conversation of being a rookie.
He shouldn't. But he didn't play any games. I do like the fact that Donovan Mitchell. He came from college. He's the Utah Jazz's. He's their main player. But Ben Simmons is an overall just baller. What do you mean? That's a 6'10" machine coming at you. He's a baller, and he's been balling.
Well, you also have to think about Jason Tatum, the forward for the Celtics.
I do like Jason, but
he's good. I feel like those should be the two that we're talking about. I'm sorry, Ben Simmons, you had a whole year to look at NBA games, to get expertise, to learn. You were in NBA practices. Like, come on.
But he didn't play any games.
Rookies, they come from college. They had to make their debut. They had to prove to an NBA team that they were worthy of getting that spot. He already had the spot, so I feel like he shouldn't even be in the conversation.
He's winning it, though, 100%.
Sadly, he will. He's the first person to score 1,200 points in a season in the regular season. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Well, that's all we have for you today from LUTV Sports Extra. Tierra and Billiot, along with Ian and Criss.